There are stories that have been written by the work of the people who believe in our country. Stories that are part of the birth of a nation. Stories that are still written day after day. One of those stories is that of the Buenos Aires Grain Exchange. Today, the world goes at top speed. Information is transmitted from one place of the earth to another in a matter of seconds. Business keeps pace with the constant changes of markets. That is the reason why institutions like the Grain Exchange, which is supported by a solid background, are indispensable. On May 15, 1854, when the Grain Exchange started operating, the world was a very different place. Just a year before, the Argentine Constitution had been established. Communications between continents would take several days or even weeks to arrive at their destination, thanks to the action of either sea winds or the sheer strength of horses. However, the founders of the Grain Exchange had already anticipated the process of growth starting to take place in our country, by which Argentina would become known as the granary of the world. It was thus that this new institution was founded, whose headquarters were located in Plaza de las Carretas, or present Plaza Miserere. Time went by. The dream of the flourishing Pampas became a reality, and people from around the world came to live and work in Argentina. The Grain Exchange was always there, ready to contribute to the development of the farming sector, one of the mainstays of our economy. In 1897, the Grain Exchange rented a new building, specially designed for its activities. A few decades later, it opened its own building located in a key area of Buenos Aires, right at the heart of the city, a few meters from its harbor. Today, these are the institution's headquarters, and after 150 years, it continues operating as on its very first day. The Grain Exchange is a non-profit organization gathering growers, stockpilers, cooperatives, brokers and buyers, and featuring control and arbitration mechanisms. On the trading floor, transactions are carried out on two types of market, future and physical commodities. At the Grain Exchange, all transactions are conducted in an atmosphere where the right of association and the right to trade are respected, thus keeping a balance between players representing the supply and demand sides. In 1907, the Buenos Aires Futures Market was founded. This institution records all transactions conducted in its premises and guarantees that they are accurately carried out. It helps coordinate purchases of goods on the futures market relative to the domestic and foreign trade of grains. Prices are agreed upon orally when transactions are closed. This covers both buyers and sellers from possible fluctuations in the prices of goods. The futures market plays a key role in the development of the grain-producing sector. The options market is another business structure incorporated by the Buenos Aires Futures Market in 1992. An option is a contract enabling the buyer to guarantee itself a minimum price of sale or a maximum price of purchase during a stipulated period of time in consideration of a premium. The advantage of trading with options is that, according to how prices perform, it is the buyer that decides whether to buy or sell at the price guaranteed during the stipulated period of time. In short, at the time of purchasing the options, the buyer does not agree upon any price, the only risk taken being the payment of the premium. On the physical commodities market, transactions are conducted in person. Goods are distributed among buyer unions, while delivery and receipt is verified by experts in grain grading acting on behalf of the parties. In this way, by recording transactions and certifying purchase agreements, the grain exchange offers the best conditions for grain transactions to be conducted in its premises, with both juridical and tax transparency and safety. One of the latest technological breakthroughs features the implementation of Confirma, a service of electronic record and signing of transactions. The Arbitration Chamber is a non-profit organization established in 1905. It has 3 labs, one in its headquarters located in a grain exchange building, and 2 others in the cities of Necochea and San Nicolas. Product quality controls are carried out in these labs. The Chamber acts as an arbitration court for the parties, solving disputes through awards that can be fully enforced before any court of ordinary jurisdiction, since they are as binding as a court decision. This institution has international status and can solve disputes arising in countries different from Argentina. It is entitled to issue certificates backed by the most prominent organizations worldwide. The Association of Brokers and Traders of the Grain Exchange was founded in 1941. It is an institution gathering most of the brokers actively involved in grain exchange transactions, both on the futures and physical commodities markets. The role of the brokers is to ensure that prices are fixed with transparency, bringing together buyers and sellers to enable the vast number of transactions that are closed in the market and offering new solutions for those who need to operate every day in a competitive and ever-changing world. The Federation of Grain Graders Centers and Unions was set up with the aim of constantly improving the activity of graders and protecting their legitimate rights in every city or area where they work. It represents those companies that render services relative to offering the infrastructure necessary for grain marketing and providing supplies to make production possible. Over 800 companies engaged in grain grading, represented by top-level centers and organizations, are present in the Federation. The Buenos Aires Grain Exchange has name recognition worldwide. In an ever-changing world, in a country constantly facing new challenges, the grain exchange has always been there, protecting one of the sectors that drives our economy forward. Supported by background, innovation and knowledge, it writes a new chapter each day, as it has been doing since 150 years ago.